Coach, what happened there at the end of practice with Ryan?
All I know is he went down right now with the knee. We'll see when we go inside going forward and go from there.
Coach, first impressions of Julio Jones and how much work he was putting out there?
Well, he can still run. You know, he's a big target and he's still quick. His first day was pretty good. It's just a matter of getting him caught up on the scheme.
What stood out the most to you today in day 2 of training camp?
It was better execution, obviously. We're settling into a groove where it's a grind out period and everybody understood what they have to do. We just have to understand how to pads. We got to take care of each other.
With Tristan Wirfs coming back from his injury, how much better does your offensive line function, with him out there?
Oh, he's a heck of a player. Anytime you get a good player back, and he's a great player right now for us, and we got continuity, that's always good. You got to protect your quarterback with bookend tackles first.
We saw a lot of Julio out there. Just want to see how important it is to throw him right after getting as much on-field practice as you can.
Well, I think it's important for him to get reps. He's got to get the scheme down. So we threw him in there with everybody else and took a look at him. He ran some things. Some things, obviously, we had to keep him out of. But we're pleased with where he's at right now. We just got to continue to get the mental part of it down.
How's Mike Edwards responding to a very competitive situation?
Mike's been great. He came in camp, looks good. He's moving around. He's a lot more vocal than he has been. Anytime you're in the scheme a while, you should be. Right now, he's having an excellent camp for 2 days. As much as you can say, he's been great.
Coach, what are your thoughts on the new Guardian helmets? Do you think it's a good idea for extra safety?
It's a good idea. They're moving in the right direction. I don't know if you're out of pads and you're in helmets and we're trying to limit and make the game safer. So I understand from that standpoint, anybody can get those as far as DBs and linebackers. So you try to take care of each other mentally. And the Guardian things are something that we try to make the game safer in the first couple of weeks. So that's fine with me.
Coach, after watching the film of yesterday, which of the rookies would you say had a good first day?
I don't think any of them had a good first day. They didn't have a bad one. It's assignment, T-shirt and shorts football still for us. It's more about the mental part of their game, the physical part, and the athletic part of coming once we put the pads on. The evaluation process right now is mentally, fundamentally. Once we get in pads, it'll be more physically and how they play the game as a whole.
Have you decided yet when the pads will come on, Coach?
Oh, it's decided for us. We got to have 4 days out of pads, and then they'll come on after that. So, it's a league-wide rule. There's nothing you can do about that.
Coach Bowles, Chris Godwin was out there just sort of coaching up his other wide receivers. How important is it at this point in his recovery to just have his voice out there?
I think it's good for the guys to see him out there. I think it's good for his psyche, going out there, understanding that he could be out there when he gets healthy. So it helps to coach him up, and it gives the guys a lot of boost when he's out there.
No, you're not in pads. It's limited contact. You get a lineman rolled up. Is that just unfortunate? Or guys have to watch, just mentioned, taking care of each other?
Well, we always have to watch taking care of each other, but we got to play football too. It's unfortunate right now because there was nothing fancy going on in there. We got to look at the tape and see what happened, but it didn't look like anything. So as far as how it happened, I don't know. We got to take a look at the tape and hope for the best.
You spending any more time with Tom, Todd, now that you made the transition to head coach? You're around them more, you communicating with them more?
A lot more than when I was a coordinator. We sit down and talk, or we stand on the sideline and talk when he's not in and give defensive and offensive perspectives. And we talk about different teams, what they try to do, and try to get on the same page. And we're getting that vibe, getting along from that standpoint. But, again, Byron calls the plays, but our relationship has a lot more communication than it had.
Does it give you any more understanding in how unique a player he is, being around him more?
I kind of understood that going in, not being around him. I was around him a lot last year, just watching him practice and seeing him off the field on a daily basis. He's a special guy and a special player, so that doesn't change. But, you get that special by doing the everyday things and doing the little things, and he does that every day. He makes the hard things seem simple because he's so diligent at what he does.
Everybody's important, but the center position, the relationship with the quarterback, if Jensen were missing the time, Hainsey the next guy, and just what is that dynamic like to try to go?
It's early in camp. We'll start moving some guys in there, and we're getting pads, and if he has to miss any time, then we'll go from there. We'll have some battles going in there as well.
Todd, your secondary had some versatility already, and then you add a couple new pieces in Ryan and in Neal. How much more fluid and positionally flexible can that secondary be?
They have a lot of position flex because they can do a lot of things. Between Mike and Winfield and Keanu and Logan, obviously they can do, and Ross even, they can do a lot of things. So depending on who we're playing and how we're playing, we'll tinker with some things and see what they do best together and try to work it out that way without affecting everybody else.